EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Jackson on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll pitch it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8. Here's Mayfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Complete to Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6.
Mayfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Again, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Take over.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
24,
it was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Brought him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
28-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
The gun is a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield on the move to his left. He'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Browns 14, Ravens nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jackson forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
Baltimore, first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 20-yard
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
The keeper.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Operating from the gun. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Denzel Ward.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get over.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away, taken about 7 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yard pickup.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. Is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Browns 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Watch the shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit, watch the shit.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Patrick Queen on the
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Browns.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That's the end of the third.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on second and 15. They run it again with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Browns on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. That was the safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
To Nick Chubb.
The recipe's pretty simple. EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He gives it up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Chubb, the Browns ball carrier. Matt Judon there on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.